Water. It's important, but nowhere is it more valuable than on Arrakis. Without it, you will make exactly zero progress in Dune Awakening, so today I'll teach you not only how to get it, but to farm so much you can bathe in the stuff. This guide covers the early to mid game to help you quickly get over the water demands in those stages and build sustainable habits for the future. In the early game, around the copper tier, water is basically just for drinking. You won't need it for crafting yet, but it's only right that we build good habits here that will see us through the rest of the game. Firstly, always try to put your bases within a quick walk of a flower field. This is easily overlooked, but it's basically free water maintenance. Every time you're in your base and you get thirsty, pop your head out the door and slurp on those petals. What a strange sentence. Drink the dew from the flowers and you'll get 1 bar of water for free. Again, it does only fill 1 bar of your hydration meter, but if you have no hydration it does keep you from dying, and importantly it means you're not using that 1 bar of water in your base just for basic hydration upkeep. Every time you drink some water from the flowers, you are essentially saving yourself some of the water you've got stored. This isn't the last you'll see of these flowers either, but more on that in a moment. Secondly, the most important habit you can build is to actively farm water. You can do this by simply carrying a blood extractor and 2 blood bags on you at all times. Every time you leave your base, swing by a cave or an enemy camp, kill some enemies and drain their blood. With the scrap blood bags and extractor, you only need to kill around 6 enemies to fill both bags. Then come home, empty the bags into your water purifier and go on your merry way. Make a habit of coming home with full blood bags and you'll almost always have water being made or waiting to be used. We'll return to this later on too. Thirdly, craft a litojon, which is basically a water canteen, fill it up and carry it everywhere. Pretty simple, keep it full so you can drink it in a pinch. It's better to have and not need than need and not have. The last early game tip is to complete the first trial of Arkle in the main quest as fast as possible and craft a stillsuit. The stillsuit is your go-to garment for exploring and farming, and whilst it doesn't offer a lot in combat, it has pretty good survivability. Not only does it protect from the sun, but your suit will slowly allow you to reclaim water and drink from it at will, almost like having a second litojon. This water fills up slowly but is a steady supply, recycled from your sweat and other things.
You'll be drinking your own liquefied feces.
Water in the early game is important, but also quite easy to get. It's vital to build good habits here though, as things are about to get a lot harder. You know what isn't hard though? Checking out my Patreon, where you can support the channel to see videos like this early, or you can just join as a free member, see previews of what's coming, alongside exclusive behind the scenes looks at the upcoming Settlers Season 4. Plug over, back to the water. The mid-game, Iron tier, is where things suddenly get a lot more demanding. Not only do you need water to survive, but now you need it to craft, and you will need a lot of it. The habits we build in the early game will serve you very well here, but there's a few extra things you can do to really excel. Firstly, upgrade your blood extracting equipment. Both the blood bags and the extractor can be upgraded to Iron tier, with the bags holding more blood and the extractor now drawing more blood from fallen foes. Build the advanced blood purifier too to process blood into water faster, and importantly, make sure you craft some cisterns to hold the excess. These are nice and cheap and yet allow you to build up a healthy stockpile of water. Secondly, and this is true for the early game too, take advantage of water containers. Dungeons and sometimes enemy camps will have water dispensers or cisterns throughout, especially notable in some of the eco labs. When you're in there farming, make sure you drink every last drop and fill your litojon from them if it's not already full. This is free water, so don't have any scruples about taking it. Every drop drank here saves the same amount from your stores at home. Thirdly, and arguably one of the most important techniques to truly farm a huge amount of water at this stage of the game, is harvesting dew. Get your hands on a dew reaper and a couple of litojons, and you could start every day with a half dozen litres of water at your disposal, if not more. I overlooked this method for a while, but it will make your life so much easier. When you're in game and press T, you'll see the in-game clock in the top right, and you'll notice around nighttime or early morning this bright blue section. That denotes the time when the dew is ripe for harvesting, right around dawn. Coincidentally, you'll also notice the flowers have developed a fine mist around them. Well, get your dew reaper out and start, well, reaping, and you'll be able to pull the dew from the leaves and store it in your litojon as fresh, drinkable water. If you're efficient enough, you can reap quite a few flower fields before the harvest window ends, netting you tons of water. You'll know you're doing this right, as the UI pop-up will say optimal harvest time. Yields are pretty poor outside of this short window, but if you do this at the start of every in-game day, you'll end up with a ton of water you can then just dump into your cisterns and use on crafting. This is yet another reason to build your base near some flower fields. To recap everything we've covered, getting your hands on water in Dune Awakening is simple, especially in the early to mid-game, but you'll need to build some good habits. Build your base near a flower field, actively farm water by never coming home without a full blood bag, always carry a full litojon, and wear a still suit for most exploration and farming scenarios to minimise water expenditure. In the mid-game, make sure to upgrade your water farming gear as fast as possible. Take heavy advantage of the free water containers in dungeons, and lastly, get familiar with dew harvesting. It will save you a lot of time and effort, massively supplementing your water supply. Now of course this guide covers exclusively the early to early mid-game, but these tips will set you up for success. Later on in the game, according to the research menu, you'll get death stills, wind traps for passive water generation and much more, but first you have to get past the iron hurdle. I'll have a follow-up video later down the line covering all the mid and end game tech to make farming water even easier, but as for now, these tips will put you on the right path to not only surviving but thriving on Arrakis. If there's anything you'd specifically like me to cover in the future, let me know in the comments below, and of course leave a like on this video too if you enjoyed, it always helps the channel out. Thank you for watching. I'll be covering Dune Awakening right here on this channel alongside Conan Exiles, so make sure you subscribe to get the best of both Arrakis and Hyboria. A massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. If you want to support the channel here on YouTube and get some exclusive perks, take a look at the new channel memberships available by clicking join just below this video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.